students to establish themselves academically.
Other resources in terms of internships, obviously, study abroad.
Hi, we're back with a different view, and today's interviewee is Shamika Ellis, Resident Director of Hagerstown Hall. So what are some things that you know that you think can help make a Black Terp successful?
I think for what I do as an RD, I think the biggest thing is making sure that students know, especially Black students, know the resources that are on campus. There's been a huge increase in the number of mental health incidents that we've seen across the spectrum, regardless of, you know, if you're Black, white, whatever. But I think sometimes, especially within the Black community, students find it hard to seek help and seek resources. So I think that's a big thing for me, to make sure that Black Terps know that, hey, these resources are here for you too. You pay for them. So definitely knowing that, knowing the other resources in terms of internships, obviously study abroad, opportunities. There's so many more opportunities versus when I was in college. So I think that that's really, really important.
And what led you to be in your field of profession? Like, what interests you about that field?
It's interesting. I share the story a lot. I actually, in undergrad, I was highly involved. I pretty much did everything but res life. But what made me interested in student affairs was a tour that I gave as a campus ambassador to a young lady who had never been on a college campus before. She was a minority student. She was an African American student, and she was doing it for a class project, and she seemed very disinterested. But after the tour, she was really, really excited about college, and you know, just she exhibited a level of enthusiasm that you didn't see when you first went on a tour with her. And so much so that she ended up applying to the university, and she ended up becoming my mentor the next year, which was my senior year, her freshman year. And then from that point, it was just, you know, other mentors that I've had on campus that were like, you know, you should really think about this as a career. You know, and I was like, wow, you can do student affairs, like you can get paid to do this, like that's an actual degree. So I took a year off, worked for a year, and then I decided to go back to school. I think for me specifically with res life, first of all, the opportunity to kind of get to get a variety of different skill sets without having to go to multiple jobs to get it. But I also really enjoy the student interaction. I think that's what's kind of kept me here and kept me in student affairs, is the student interaction. I love face-to-face interaction with students, even if it is under not the most positive circumstances, whether it's for underage drinking or whatever. It gives me an opportunity to have some conversation with the students and allow them to get to know me a little bit more on a personal level. But I also enjoy the programmatic aspect of it too. So kind of being around the building, coming to events, you know, all that good stuff. So it's pretty fun. I like it.
And my last question is, what do you know now that you wish you knew in undergraduate school or when you were in college and school?
What do I know now?
Like, what is some advice you would give your younger self?
That it's okay to not have it all figured out. When I was in college, I really thought that I had to have it together. Like I was supposed to know exactly what I was supposed to be doing. I changed my major like 4 times. And what I got my undergraduate degree in is not what I'm doing now. But I felt like I had to have it all figured out. And I realized as I'm older that I don't have to have it all figured out. And I think I see a lot of students that come in and they're like, I have to do this, I have to be an engineering major, or I have to go to med school because my parents want me to, or because it's gonna make me the most money. And I'm like, if you don't know, you don't know, and that's okay. Or if you need to change your mind, it's okay to change your mind. You don't have to have it all figured out. So I think that's one of the biggest things I probably would have told my younger self. I think the other thing is probably just to make sure that I seek out the resources, because the resources that students have now, they weren't as, you know, prevalent as they are now. Like the study abroad opportunities, they existed, but they weren't heavily promoted like they are now. So I wish I would have known that, or I wish I would have learned how to seek out those opportunities. So it's been, that's probably why I'm in a college setting, because I'm kind of trying to relive my younger days. But I think as much as I try to educate my students, I learn a lot from them as well. It helps me stay hip and relevant, I think.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.